Hello and good evening. It's 25 minutes past 8 in the evening ish. We just hit twilight, and for a change, can we see? Yep. For a change, do a bit to the what was it? M3A1 Stuart. So I've done some cleanup. I just need to do those light guards and the lights. So I'm going to do a bit of that. Nothing terribly exciting, but I need to get these builds done. A quick little drinky, purely because I've got others I want to do. For instance, the Pink Panther with my photo etch kit. The 124 Hurricane. Possibly the Ferrari. I'll just put a new blade on this. And it's somewhat a little bit sharp. But just looking through this kit, or one of the sprues, which I did post up on Facebook. And thank you to Devon, Freddie and Cohen for giving me answers on what the little bits and bobs are. And they're actually tie down handles. I think, looking through, I've seen it before on with numbers, but I'll just grab this sprue out quick just so you can see. I'll put that down. See that? Look at all these little handles, and these I think are bolt heads. I've identified these now on the actual upper hull. But Calvin was right, they're basically there. Let's get this in bloody focus. There are these bits here. We've got some on the back. Quite a few. Now this also I've been looking and thinking, as it's detailed on the inside, we're going to have to paint the inside, prime and colour that white, but I'm not going to glue that on, I don't think. I have to see how it looks afterwards, because otherwise you've got all that detail on the inside. It's not gonna be seen. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, just looking at this, I've done that one. Is this the one I've just done? Can't see. There it is. Is that the one I've just done? I do not know. Give that a little sand off. Trouble is, the parts are so small. It's hard work grabbing a hold. Had a Couple of lazy days on modelling. Well, I'll say couple. Friday I am. I think from 10 o'clock in the morning. Just an idea of how slow I am. 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. I don't know if you can see that, can you? I'll see a bit of it. Masking the canopy on the Apache. And putting the remainder little handle bits and bobs on all the little sticky outy bits. Made sure it all looked okay for priming. And when I did prime it, I had a little audience, which is Chris. Hello Chris, with Chris and Alex. He thought he'd put me under a spot of pressure, which is good, while I was priming. So that took a while. I think it took, just to prime it, it took me nearly 50 minutes I think. Which is going to be interesting, because at the weekend, or next weekend, I'm going to be taking part in his and Alex's 24-hour group build. So how I will do on that, I don't know, because I'm going to do my 172 dyno. See how that goes. That should be interesting. I was actually going to do a review on my Zvezda Tiger this evening, but I thought no, I should do a North Africa update build, because for some reason I've marked it on my calendar that it ends on the 1st of May, and it's not, it's the beginning of June. So panic over. Right, to get on with it anyway, because what I want to do, I want to get the upper hull done, or built, get that primed, then paint the lower hull and the upper hull together at the same time. So they're more or less done, and the road wheels and whatnot. And then it'll be the turret. But the turret's got quite a bit of detail in it, so I'm going to try and take my time on that. Not take my time, if I took any longer than what I normally take. I will never get it finished. So I take my time as in not rush it. I want it to be nice. This is my first interior tank build. Like I was saying, the Tiger has got an interior, or part interior, so that should be interesting as well. Just looking at that. I'll clean that up any more or not. Not much point. So, just the light guards, and I'm going to start gluing. And for this, I haven't made my mind up yet. I have to use a liquid poly, or the Humbrol, not Humbrol, the normal Revel stuff. A bit of a sigh there from Bella. Gently, gently. All good stuff. Oh, bit of sort of exciting news for me. I don't know if you remember, a couple of times I've mentioned the Biggin Hill Air Show was stopped for because of insurance purposes or something. Well, I have had an invite to the Biggin Hill Air Show this year. I thought, you're joking, so I looked it up online, and sure enough, the Biggin Hill Air Show's coming back, but it's not called an air fair, it's called, I can't remember what it's called, I might look it up in a minute, but that was pretty good. That means, apart from the Saturday when I go, there's going to be a lot of air show traffic to and fro and overhead here, so that'd be exciting. I seem to have a funny tone in my voice as well. It's been a crap day, it's raining all day long. You get towards the end of the day and it's just, well, it's blue out there, man, a dark blue, so it's almost dark. And it's all clear skies, which is no good, because it's now, what, 25 to 9. I'll perhaps have a better day tomorrow, because now spring's underway. I've been trying to sort my garden out. Try and make it look pretty. What's something else I was going to say, I can't remember. Again, this is where I should write notes down. So, if you actually see what I'm doing, I'm not paying attention. But, looking at that, that's a bit delicate. So get that going on. What are we running at? 13 minutes already. That is really delicate. I think do the clean up better on them. Once they're secured on the upper hole. Because what's going to happen soon, I'm going to have a lot of paintwork stacked up. Excuse me. I've just had me supper, it was a bit late today. Right, here we go. Right, I can't put them guns, I suppose to, you can see, go inside like so, but what I'll do, I'll get them painted up first, my little MGs, whatever they are. Not much in the way of focus, is it? They're as you can see the inside, I'll paint them up and glue them in after with a bit of the old PVA, the old white glue. That's quite a, I have already cleaned these and test fitted, but just making sure that they're all good and it goes on the outside. Right, I think because it's there, shall use the Revel. Oh, here we go, look, usual treble. It's pouring out, which is really good because it's nearly empty. This is. It manages to pour out still. Must be some kind of a vacuum type thing going on in there. Right, that's that one. Horrible bit of mess on the top. Hopefully be able to clean it up after. But so that's where I like the that's where I do like the liquid poly, but this seems to give a better bond at the moment. It goes on there, like that. Good. They're on. So what next, Mr. Batman? That'd be the lights. Right, there you go. Gonna have to put it on there. Is that right? Yep. Looks right to me. Dram. Get that bit. Make sure it's level. Get my tweezers. Like so. When the light fades outside, it is terrible in here. But once it's dark outside, it is all good. Right. That's that one, that's that one. Get that one. Line you up. That's lovely. Oh, that's another tip I had of Cohen earlier on. Thank you, Cohen. My Tiger, the top hole, I'll show it when I do a review. I will show it. It's got a warp and a half. It's bent like a banana. It is. So yeah, put it in hot water. 10-15 seconds. Get it pressed flat. That looks good. What are we at? 19 minutes. I haven't done a lot, have I? See, and I'm doing a 24-hour build. It is going to be good for a laugh, is all I can say. It will be good for a laugh. Right, let's get these little lenses on. It's got too much on there. Why does that do that? that there. So I've just put the heater on in here, actually. Could be that, couldn't it? Right. God, talk about struggle. Yeah, we are rocking and rolling. Too much. Too much. It's going to make that messy if I'm not careful. Yeah. Get them the right way. Now what I've done to these tweezers, but they close up. When you close them up, they stay closed. The spring in them has gone, but they were cheap. I cannot pick that up. Right. Little spin you round. Oh, it's got bloody air bubble on it. Look. Lovely. Right. What I'll do next, stick this little gum piece on if I can pick it up. Picked it up, dropped it. Right, that is a gum surround in the front there. So let's try and get that on. Bit there, not too much. Story of my life, that is. I think the way to do this, stick the tweezers in the hole. That got to go a certain way? No. Oh, bugger. Make sure that's top dead centre, as they call it. How's it supposed to look? Let me see. Move that up a little bit. Like so. Right, what are we at? 24. Goodness. Right. No actual markings for these to go, so could be interesting. Like that, I suppose. What I'll do, because that just leaves the 3 guns, which I need to paint before they go in. Put them in their own little pot. Right. Let's see. Might be a bit of a messy way of doing it, but that is the way I'm doing it. It goes right on the edge. Good. Last one. This is just a little quick, I'll say a little quick build video. Let's just a bit pour out of there again, isn't it? It's just, I do hate this bloody glue thing. Make that a bloody mess, haven't I? Right. It gets you on there like that. Clean them edges up after. Once that's all dried, the trouble is I've got some gloopy glue on that back bit now. Hopefully that'll be able to scrape off neatly. Right, that is part of section 5 done, and also the start of the upper hole. That looks awful. Wonder if I can scrape that off somehow. Like that. That is making a bloody mess. Okay, I'll let them dry. Should have used a liquid poly. Never mind. Right. There the guns, they can't go on yet. I should put the hatches on. Later and the other bits. You've only got the one section of section 5. What are we at? 28. I think it's only the one section. Oh no, 2 sections. Section 5. Bits and bobs. There's a bit at the top which is done. Then that, which I'm doing. And that. Then the rear end of it. And so on. So, get cracking with that, and hopefully we get some paintwork done. So, not particularly interesting, but that's modelling, and I will see you again on the next on my next update. Okay, ta-ra!